Hi, everyone. My name is Brian. That's AJ. We are the two graduate division web application developer interns under Justin. And today we're going to be presenting our summer project, which is automating the campus contact permissions for the graduate division admin staff.
So hi, my name's AJ. I'm a third-year computer science major, and in my free time, I like to dance. The guy dancing outside is actually on my team. and, but yeah, I'm part of Untitled and UC as Breakin'. I also like learning things like sign language and guitar.
And I'm Brian. I'm not a dancer, but I'm also a third year computer science major. I love playing basketball, and currently I'm journaling and learning how to video edit. Project overview. So the main idea of our project really revolves around the fact that updating and granting permissions for graduate division faculty and staff is a super important task. As you can see here, it's really broken down into three main components: the role, the assignments, and the permissions. We'll focus on the middle tier right here, which is the assignments, because that's where a lot of the manual work occurs. So before, let's just say if a user gets a new role, a graduate staff member would have to go in and manually add 4 to 5 assignments for that specific role, one for each of the 4 different graduate division applications: academics, financial, admissions, and landing. So let's just say that updating permissions for the graduate division faculty and staff is slow and it requires a lot of manual work in order to do it. So our solution was to automate it so that the permissions were in sync with the contacts page. So overall, our goals were to reduce erroneous entries, increase their visibility, and overall simplify the process. So this is how the main contacts page looks like before. As you can see, there's a contacts role table that lists the roles for a specific person, as well as allows staff to make changes to it when necessary. And so, like I was talking about earlier, in order to actually manually add those assignments before, the graduate division staff member will have to go to a completely separate system. Here it's IDM in order to actually do it. So it's really inconvenient and it takes a lot more time. Here's a quick demo to just show you how slow it actually is. So you see, in order to add a role assignment, they gotta pick the application, pick the role, then scroll to find the context. And then you have to look for the person too on top of that. And once you do all that, then the role assignment gets saved. And keep in mind, this is just for one role assignment. You often have to do this 4 or 5 times per new role. But now, after the changes AJ and I implemented, we now have this brand new IDM role assignments table, which houses all the assignments that were once on IDM, and it syncs with the contacts role table, as you guys saw earlier. So as you can see, the application is right there, followed by the context, and followed by the role. So now everything is synced and merged with IDM. You no longer even have to go on IDM. Everything's done right here on the main contacts page. And as you can see, this is a real world example of how it works. The new table is right underneath the main contacts role table, and we'll have another demo to show you how it works. So you can see, we're adding a role, and once we add the role, you'll see the role assignments table get updated with the specific assignments for that new role. Like that, it loads in, so then all the assignments are automatically granted and the table gets updated, and the same thing occurs when you actually go ahead and delete the role. And now the table gets updated, so it's all gone. A couple new features that AJ and I implemented were search by name. So before, in order to add a contact, you would have to know the net ID of the person. And that's really inconvenient for someone like Justin. If I don't know his net ID is JR Mead. So instead now, we have a search by name. So all you do is start typing in the name, it'll autocomplete, and a drop-down menu will pop up in order for you to confirm that that's the person you want to add. Next is input validation. So basically making sure that all the fields are properly populated, because if not, we'll show you a big yellow warning sign that says the warning message. We also have inactive roles automatically deleting assignments. So let's just say a graduate division staff member goes in and changes the dates to make the role inactive. Once they do that, the corresponding bundle and the corresponding role assignments associated with that role will go away. And you can also delete individual assignments. So before, if you wanted to delete an individual assignment, the staff member would have to go on IDM, find the person, and then delete that assignment. But now, with this new table, all you have to do is click that X next to the assignment, and poof, the assignment disappears, and the table gets updated to reflect that.
Yeah. Lastly, there's this feature where let's say I have like two role bundles on this person and they have overlapping assignments. It's very smart. So let's say I want to delete role bundle 2. Then assignments B and C will not get deleted because role bundle 1 grants access to it. So I'll also be going through a little bit about how it works in the background. So remember earlier, there's like bundles like assignments 1, 2, 3, 4. This is kind of listed in this Google Sheets, and all I did was translate that into a database table, and that makes it much quicker for me to implement it in the back end. So Brian mostly worked in the front end with React and TypeScript, and I worked mostly in the back end with C# and .NET, but we had to help each other out along the way. But here's on the top, you can see that's kind of how the old system worked for if you wanted to add a role. It simply just adds the role, that's it. But now there's this whole other process, the yellow down here, that's doing all the cool things like adding all the bundles at once. It's also doing very smart things when you delete things. This is the flow chart for delete. And we have some good news. Our project is actually live in production. Yeah. This like a week ago. But yeah. But some results, if you consider like those videos you saw, right? Like it was it only took around 5 seconds to add those bundles in our new system, but in the old system, you had to do like 4 times, for example, for 30 seconds. That's already a 95% reduction with adding a new role. And on top of that, you could eliminate human error. I might put the wrong role down. And you could also easily update the system. It's very flexible. So some final remarks. Some challenges we faced. We had to like go all the way from the front end to the back end, and along every single process, we hit road bumps. So yeah, we faced bugs trying to work on top of this huge existing code base, but luckily we have people on the team to help us. And what we learned on the flip side is that we now know how to debug very quickly. We could find the bugs super fast, and we also are very good at agile development now. This is like the workflow. It's very efficient. And yeah, we got full exposure from the moment you click the button all the way to the database. So what's next? We are planning to do the same for the app review application. So we'll be syncing, we'll be doing similar things there too. And yeah, we'd like to give special thanks to these following people. We had ChatGPT like generate some funny names. You guys can read over it. But yeah, shout out to Justin, he's our manager, and Rebecca for leading the internship program. And I see Mark, Ricky, you guys are here. Yeah, thank you guys. And yeah, we copied everyone with the QR codes. Before I pass it off to Sunil, do you guys have any questions? Yeah, thank you guys so much. Next up, we have Sunil.